right, there we go. Let me make sure this all looks good. And let me get my controller turned on. You know what I just remembered? Just remembered that I have that weird delay, the input delay on my controller. So we'll see how that works out. Oh, and for some reason, two problems. First off, game's not in my headphones, and second, it is not windowed. It is full screen, which I guess is fine. It'll look kind of gross for me, but maybe this will get rid of the delay. Let's find out. All right, so we are playing as Mike's friend. We're back in the Dark Souls randomizer. Let's hope this is actually in my headphones. Otherwise, we're gonna have to restart. I'm also having a truly. Boy, it sure doesn't sound like it's in my headphones. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, so it's on the right setting. It's just simply not in my headphones. Okay, hold on. Here's what we're going to do. Here is what we're going to do. Let's exit out. Go in here. Yep, that is still coming through my computer speakers. And quit game. Just, ignore the blank white canvas for a second. Let's get this relaunched. Yeah, Dark Souls Randomizer. Well, about it. We're going back in. We got to go to Blighttown. I'm futzing with settings over here, so ignore me. Let's see. Does that look real bad? Hold on. It's super far off the screen. Hold on. There we go. There we go. It's in my headphones. Snapped into place on the canvas. We are all good to go. We are all good to go. Got in my headphones. All right. So we got this little trilby. We got the Drake sword still, which is probably going to last us a little bit longer. Okay, so that's... Okay, so that's still a problem. There's like a dead zone on my controller over here. Interesting. Not great. So it's like up in this top right. Which is bad. I keep hoping that if I do it enough times, the game will get used to it. And I somehow have my doubts about that. Let me just Google to see if this is a problem. Dark Souls Remastered Randomizer input lag. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see that. Okay. It says maybe turning off VSync, which I would assume I already have off because I usually turn it off. I do, in fact, have it off. All right, so let's go here. Let's go windowed, which will change how it looks for me. But not for you, hopefully. I also wonder how much it has to do with my mouse. You see, Dark Souls was not a game meant for a PC audience. Okay, we're still getting this weird dead spot in the top right. Especially when I do this, like, whip around motion, but that's alright. Let's see, you know what? Sometimes you gotta play with a handicap. If it's gonna let me roll, that's all I really care about. It does sometimes turn my jog into a walk, too, which is a little bit problematic, but you know what? We're just gonna get through it. I also need to spend my souls. I don't know where I'm going. Where I'm going, not spending my souls. Gotta get leveled up here. Just dump more points into strength until the point where we can use some good heavy-duty equipment, and then we'll start dumping some points into Faith to eventually use Grant in the late game. But for now, let's just get our strength up to 30. Poor Mike not here to see his friend play. By which I mean the character, not me. He doesn't have to watch me play video games. That's fine. Him and I recorded a podcast a couple hours before, at which point he said he was definitely going to be on the stream, and I'm assuming he is currently asleep. All right. There's more input lag. That's all right. I think it's probably something to do with the mods. I have two mods, because I have the item randomizer and the enemy randomizer. So I assume they're just at war with each other to get stuff done. You ever just get something stuck in your teeth and you just can't get it out no matter what? But I have these two mods that I assume are having some kind of disagreement over something or another. We'll make it work. It's Dark Souls. It's Dark Souls 1. This game's not even hard anymore. Come on. Come on. Who's even playing this? Oh, yeah, I forgot there's items down here. Divine Blessing's good. Never gonna use that ring. I can't believe later on they give you, like, so many fucking ring and talisman slots. I guess these guys didn't swap out, which is odd. Maybe they're not considered enemies, but the non-combatant ones right at the start of the Undead Asylum also shouldn't be considered enemies. Let's see. You sell anything cool? This is Dark Souls 1 also has a weird thing where only certain blacksmiths will do certain upgrades for you. So this guy does the crystal and magic weapon upgrades. Later on, obviously, they just kind of consolidated all down to one guy. You just got to go find different embers. But this is Rickert. Is that his name? Reichert of Vinheim. He does magic upgrades, and I don't really care what he has to say much. I just want to see if he has any cool items. Sorcerer's Catalyst, Witch Glove, Slumbering Dragon Crest Rings. Those seem vanilla, which is a little concerning. Let's see. We'll see. We'll see how things are looking here shortly. I reinforced Grant already? Alright, let's just keep doing that. Why not? And then, can I... Nope, no dragon scales. Alright. See ya. See ya, Rickert. Yeah. Come on, roll. Thank you. Yeah, this input lag is a real bitch and a half, I'll tell you what. Alright, so we have the master key. We can go in here. There's some more... Usually there's some good starting pieces of equipment down here as well. Down that way to Blighttown, which we'll go to in a second. Just doing a quick look to see if I can see what enemies are spawned in. Oh, thank you for the back dodge. Alright, let's see. Let's see over here. Okay, the undead dragon's also over there, which is, once again, a little concerning. We'll go, pick up the items there. See, we'll just go look at a random enemy. See, make sure we got stuff spawned in. If it isn't, we'll, go load in the seed thingamajig. That'll be fine. Alright, so this guy's gonna wake up after we take an item. Okay, those are not vanilla. Because usually you get the, Dragon Crest shield here. I just wanted to grab that. Oh, I thought I was gonna be dead. Well, I'm gonna be dead now. So it looks like the enemy randomizer might not be active. Like, you look down there, those are all drakes. Those are all vanilla drakes. Which is super duper annoying. So give me 1 second here. Back to troubleshooting. Hopefully I remember to cut this out. The final part. Alright. So what we need to do is we need to go in and find that folder wherever I saved that. Dark Souls item, Dark Souls randomizer, Dark Souls randomizer readme. Here we go, this one. Dark Souls enemy randomizer. Open this thing. Run with set seed. I think I just forgot to do this. We'll see if it fucks everything up when I spawn in. Hopefully not. And launch Dark Souls. Alright, it has once again launched us in windowed mode, which is probably a good sign that it at least remembered my settings. Gotta get that up there. Alright, I think we're good to go now. Hopefully that fixed the issue. Did this game really come out? When did the remaster come out? Because Dark Souls 1, I feel like was 2008, but it says 2011 there. Okay, yeah, there we go. So we have a harpy. Oh, what's behind me? Oh, god damn, that's a DLC boss. Hey, can you fall to your death, please? That is not what I wanted you to do. That is also not what I wanted you to do. Fall to your death. Fall to your death. Thank you. Alright, we're going to do a quick rundown there. Get what that guy dropped. Yeah, so that's a DLC boss that you can fight as a vanilla enemy later on after a little bit to the DLC. I heard the steps coming up, and that scared the shit out of me. Alright, you're alive, so that's good. So, oh, you know what else? We're going to have some weird fucking enemies spawn down here. The other thing with this randomizer in particular is that it requires or it scales enemies to where they spawn in. So with these enemies down here that are traditionally pacifists, oh, come on, oh my god, the input. So basically all the front inputs on my controller put in like either half inputs, like it's like my controller's all slanted a little bit backwards, and some of them put in or don't, like it drops inputs pretty routinely, and I don't know why. Maybe because I'm using an Elite controller. Maybe that's on me. Maybe I should switch to something. Oh god, that's so annoying every time. Maybe I should switch to something that's not an Elite controller. That would probably be a good call. Let me try this. I have one more idea here. All right, so we're gonna unplug this. It's disconnected. Now we're gonna plug it back in. Okay. We'll see if that did anything. I held the stick forward there while plugging in my controller. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to send the elevator back up, so if I die again, we don't have to wait on the elevator. But the downside of that, the additional downside of that, is that anytime I drop an input, it really fucks me up. Alright, you guys are all going to be non-combatant, right? We got a rat. We got another vagrant, which I guess this randomizer just spawns a ton of vagrants. We got one of these people from the Painted World, DLC. There's a lot of these DLC guys that spawned in. Random Hollow. A Pyromancer from the Crypt. A Mimic. Oh, and that guy. That guy just moved from over there to over here. That's funny. So this is going to be a Mimic. That's funny. Come on. Come on. Oh, and then I missed this guy from Sin's Fortress. Alright, so we already know the item randomizer was functioning, so we don't need to go talk to the guy again. Sniper bolts probably should have... Oh, no. I keep thinking the item randomizer was fucked up too, but it wasn't. Would have been nice. So I could have probably doubled up some important items. Alright, so just for what it's worth, the forward input is still screwed up. Maybe I'll try to switch to a different controller. Oh, it spawned back in. Well, never mind. I'm not going that way then. Little walks, little steps. We could go up to the back entrance into the Darkwood Forest, which will probably clear after Blighttown, depending on how difficult it is to clear Blighttown. Let's see. So there's normally like, okay. They really like this guy, don't they? They really like throwing this guy at me, which is great because I think that he destroys my armor. I believe that's what that attack does. Okay, dogs are the worst. Dogs, if you are playing a FromSoft game, congratulations. If you're up against dogs, you are going to die 1,000 times. Okay, let's Oh god, I was so close to getting the kill there. There we go. Definitely got to stop using my heavy attack. I use it by default because I'm not used to using the Drake Sword, but the heavy attack on the Drake Sword uses up so much. Oh, these fucking things are annoying too. I'm just gonna run past this one. I said before, not running at all. Okay, let's see. There's usually mosquitoes flying up and harassing you here, which is going to be kind of a nice thing to not have to run into. This chest over here normally has a really lightweight set that's pretty convenient. I'm guessing it's not going to this time. Oh my god, that's a nice weapon to get. Hopefully this guy will stop coming towards me. What is the... Let's see. 50 strength. So I think we may actually be able to two-hand that. I don't think I can carry it. No, I can't. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's go back up to our Drake Sword +1. You're going to stop walking towards me, right? Alright. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can switch out to my PS5 controller and see if that does anything for me. So I'll be back in just a week. Oop, didn't close that, did I? Still didn't close it. Jesus. Stay closed. Setting up device, controller connected. Let's see. Let's see how. Oh, still setting up the device, I suppose. Oh, but I am somehow controlling other stuff with it, which isn't great. Whoops, 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 whoops. Wow, I can control my whole desktop with this thing. Okay, hold on. Quick game. Hope you guys really like watching tech support while I try to figure out this input lag thing. I somehow also switched my audio off or turned my audio all the way down or something. Okay, my speaker is now my DualSense, which I definitely did not want. Oh, and it is playing music. Hopefully that's not coming through on the stream. That was chaos. All right. Hello, Cat. Thank you for joining the stream at my time of need. What game were we playing? What game were we playing, and why can't I find it? Hey, what's up? I'm good. Are you in the Discord? Oh. What are you doing here? Okay. I might have been when I was getting my controller set up. Hold on, you're not on stream. Let me launch this. Here, we'll well, hi. Do you want to be on stream or no? Okay. Well, why don't you just hang out for anyone that can't hear, which is hopefully everyone. Hannah hopped in the Discord call. Yeah, why don't you just you hang out, and that way you don't have to feel the urge to chit chat, or you'll also be able to, you know, see what we're doing. We're supposed to be playing Dark Souls, but boy, is it giving me every kind of difficulty possible. Yeah. But man, it is whoops. Whoops, the controller stuff really does not want to work out for me, I'll tell you that. Okay, good. I can turn that on. Still can't seem to get it to actually work with my video game. Let's see. Let me see. Okay, goodbye. Everyone say goodbye to Hannah. Boy. What am I missing here? Okay, hold on. Please. It is just gonna be tech issue day today. PlayStation 5 controller PC. Let me see. Definitely not gonna change the title of the stream to tech issues only. Let's see. USB connection once connected, use your wireless controller, compatible games. Depending on certain features, I don't care about the adaptive trigger. To pair your wireless controller with supported device, turn on pairing mode. Okay, let me hold that down. I don't want to use Wi-Fi, to be clear. I purely would like it to work wired. And I'm guessing here that it just moved my audio again. Okay, here we go. You can connect your controller to support a device. USB cable. USB-C. Cool. So why is this not connecting? Okay, let's just say wired. I love it when you look up a thread of something on Reddit and someone goes, I'm having the same problem. Who cares? Who cares if you're having the same problem? I'm looking for answers. I don't need to know if you are having the same problem as me. I need to know how to solve my problem. Okay, let me try searching this. I wonder if it has anything to do with the fact that the PlayStation 5 doesn't have Dark Souls Remastered on it? I'm not sure. Good news is it's still not working. I also did turn on my PS5, which is probably going to be a little bit of a problem. Okay, so this is saying I need to configure my controller. See. Okay. Does anyone remember how to do that? Okay. I do feel like we're making progress here. I have the Steam UI up. Controller settings. Okay, sure, whatever. Yep. Don't need to know any of that. Enable Steam input. That's fine. Current layout. Sure. Okay, great. So that did everything I needed. I don't think that it changed anything, which is at least a little bit of the problem here. Nope, it did. It fixed it. Don't know how. Don't know what I did. Not going to question it. Just going to go back to playing video games. Okay, I got to move this over a little bit. I got to get my stream back up. There we go. Okay. Whoop. Let's not fall off the edge to our death. And hey, it fixed my input lag thing. Look at that. Just a successful day around these parts. I will say, my PlayStation 5 did turn on when I tried to turn on my computer. So right now I'm really hoping that I'm not fucking anything up on my PS5. And if I am, oh well, at least I got this working without the input lag. So we should have a much more successful time playing this game now. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I can also slightly hear myself on a stream somewhere, and I'm not sure if that's coming out of my PC speakers or my controller or what. Whoop! Tor's demon. Oh, nice. Okay. Yep. He is known for doing that. That's fine. We can blame him a little bit. We need to get down to the swamp, run through some poison, and get over to checkpoint. I also just realized how much of a pain in the ass the swamp is going to be. FromSoft games always love their poison swamp, but this one's going to be particularly bad because there is 1,000 enemies in the swamp. 1,000 enemies. Okay, we have a crystalline warrior there. Someone fell to their death. Unfortunately, it was not this guy, who's going to immediately get noped back down there. Well, he fell at an inconvenient place, but that's fine. Ow. Wow, and he dropped a Demon Great Axe and a Titanite Shard. Oh, you know why? Because normally it's these Poison Dart guys up here. Okay, what's... Yeah, you're fine. I don't need to worry about you. Got that. There's a bunch of stuff down there. There is normally a Firekeeper soul over here, which is kind of why I'm walking in this direction. All right, that's going to be a pain in the ass. There's going to be something in there, but we're going to come back for that. I'm not too worried about it right now. Ooh. Okay, getting hexed. Oop. So, oh, one of the DLC guys. Man, they're really throwing these DLC creatures at me, because that thing's from the DLC too. And it is kicking my ass. Jesus. That did a lot of damage. Okay. Let's go get the bonfire at the bottom of Blighttown. You know what? Honestly, that room's not going to be as bad as it is vanilla. Because vanilla, there's a bunch of guys who shoot, like, super powerful poison at you. They call it toxic is the status effect, which is like double poison damage. So, since we don't have to interact with them, not going to be that bad. Because now I won't actually have to have the blooming purple mushrooms. I think that we ran into one of those guys from a platform in the lower undead burg right outside the depths door. Who's usually the poison remedy seller, the female undead merchant. But she's obviously not selling poison remedies, but because, you know, item randomizer. So we at least know where one of those guys is and don't have to worry about him. The problem's going to be where the other ones might be located. Oh, here's another one right here. Look at that. Isn't that funny? That's one of the poison dart guys. I'm just gonna kick him into the abyss there. This place is a whole pain in the ass. Luckily, this place is really half designed. Like, once you drain the water, it's another half level, but they kind of ran out of time while they were making it, so it's not as robust as they wanted it to be. Which is lucky, because that place, it's dingy, and it hurts, and there's a lot of really strong dark rays down there normally, and there's ghost enemies that you need a special transient curse to fight, or a weapon with holy damage. So we'll probably go in there once we have Grant. Oh, because we won't have to fight. Oh, God, I forgot. This is a terrible combination here. Hey, come here, dog. I need to deal with you. This guy I'm not too worried about. Because he can't move. He can't chase. Same with this guy. He's just so slow. We can just kind of breeze past him. So, we have a lot of weapon options now, early on, too. A lot of different paths we can go down. We could just dump points into strength, and then when you two-hand an item, the strength requirement is basically dropped by 25%. So it's your current 150% of your current strength. So if your current strength is 30... Oh, I forgot about this guy. This guy's going to be a pain in the ass to fight every time if I have to. If your current strength is 30... Sorry, I gotta make sure I don't die to this mini-boss. Oh, that'll do it. If your current strength is 30, then you can two-hand a weapon that is a 45 strength requirement. And then once you meet it, you can obviously wield it with one hand and something else in your other hand. But we have a lot of options for high-strength weapons that we just need to get up to. So my initial plan was to kind of go for Grant, which is a weapon that I always try to build for, and I don't know if I've ever had a successful Grant build. Oh, also I forgot those poison dart guys don't spawn back in. Man, that's gonna make it really easy to clear out that area. Oh my God, is that a moonlit butterfly down there? Oh, and Balder Knight. I really need to have a faster attack than that guy. They'll combo the fuck out of you. But I've made a few different playthroughs where I built for Grant and then just ended up using a different weapon instead because it has like a high faith requirement and I never cast anything, even useful spells. This game, the spells aren't as useful as they are in like Elden Ring, because Elden Ring has like all the stacking buffs and stuff. Okay, there we go. So I've never like fully built for a oh, there's another Balder Knight. I've never fully built for Grant, but we got Grant early. We also got a bunch of like big ass bonk strength weapons that we'll need Hovel's ring to really utilize. Which is going to be a common theme with the direction we're going with this. So I can medium roll. We'll need Hovel's ring. Okay, so this is normally like a flame bug demon thing, but we're just going to sneak up on him, right behind him, stab him in the back. I see a Silver Knight over there. Oh, I'm not doing a ton of damage anymore. Oh, the double snakes. I know the double snakes. And a fucking ghost again. These things have... and they grab me. Don't kill me in one hit, please. Thank you. Man, this double-headed snake. All right, so I'm just gonna jog into here, right? We're gonna go up this way. That snake also has a huge range on it. Let's get in here. This is where a lot of people will duel for dragon scales, because you usually get your first dragon scale here when you're playing vanilla. We already got a dragon scale from somewhere. Oh, come on, you stupid snake. Okay. Let's quit out so we don't die of poison. Don't want to be snake fighting. Die of poison. I don't think I have any purple moss. That'd be too convenient if you ask me. Let's see. I mean, I could use the Divine Blessing. Sure. Like, that's convenient to have, but I'm probably not going to run into a lot of situations where I'm really going to need it. A Witch Skirt. That probably is going to put me, I'm guessing. That's going to put me over into, Nope, there we go. Now we can have a skirt on. That's fun. Now we're witchy. We got a witch skirt and we got our little bowler hat. Mike would be so proud of his friend and how far she's come. If we turn human here, we'll also get an NPC invasion. I'm not sure how those are changed up. I assume that those are vanilla. Look at that, Silver Knight. Alright, let's just rest here. Then we can go clear some stuff out. There's a secret location in here we can go to, the Ash Hollow. There's tons of items around. There's also Upper Blighttown, which we'll go to late after we get the depths. I know that it's possible to go backwards through Blighttown. I guess whatever that is usually doesn't respawn. I don't remember what it is, though. Well, there's a Silver Knight who I aggroed. Please don't poison yourself. Come in here so we don't fight in the poison. Are you susceptible to poison? I guess not, because you'd be dying of it right now. Oh, nice dodge. That's my shtick, don't you know? These might be Silver Knights from. I guess all Silver Knights are. I was about to say Silver Knight from. Okay, come on, buddy. That's some shit. I guess these are Silver Knights from Anor Londo, because the Anor Londo ones are what you call it? Illusions. Which is why they get that kind of ethereal effect. I should be able to just aggro him right here again, right? Oh, god damn it. I aggroed both of them. Okay. Can I get one of you to fight me in this pit over here? And then the other one can stay and watch and die later. Thank you. That was very convenient. I appreciate it. Oh, that's helpful. Oh, no, it wasn't. Hey, come here. Come here, Goofy. Come here, you joker. Come here, you doofus. Alright, he's not coming. I know you're gonna, like, stab me right in the spine as soon as I try to climb up this ladder. I hear ya. Okay, if I go here, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna spine stab me? No, you seem to lose your aggro right around there. Okay, rolled too early. There we go. I was hunting that backstab. Like I was playing PvP. Okay, quick Estus. Oh, I hit his freaking shield. Hit his freaking shield. Should have had the kill there. So what I was thinking earlier is we can either go around Blighttown and actually get the thing that we are here to unlock. Is there any way I can only aggro one of you this time? There we go. Whoops. Flipped my camera. Alright, we want to bait out the grab attack, and then we can just go to town. I also want to go grab my souls. So we can run around Blighttown and, like, get all the stuff if we want to. Because it could be anything, right? Like, obviously, we could get, like, a Lord Soul or something. Other option would be if we just go and fight... What's-her-face? Spider Lady. I don't know why I can't remember names today. This happens to me near the end of the week, I feel like. But we can go fight her and see what boss she is. God, that shield is super annoying. Well, you know what? You win some, you lose some. And luckily I had the elevation advantage there. And was able to win that. So we don't really want to drag that Silver Knight or that Mushroom into any kind of combat here. Well, Jesus Christ, they love their back halves. Oh my god, they love their demons and back halves of demons in here. That's fine. I'm just grabbing Sorcerer's Cloak. Alright, there's one of those bulls over there, or not bulls. I guess it's a bull. I don't know. Ow. Man, and the fucking DLC spellcasters. Yes, I know. These things usually guard Seath's domain. And there's also one that you interact with in the Undead Burg on your way to fight the gargoyles, and that's like a whole like, ooh. Later on, you connect the dots, and you're like, oh my god, Seath, he's doing shit. He's being a little stinker, or whatever. But obviously, for our purposes, we don't really want to interact with them. These guys aren't too scary from a damage point of view, but they can destroy my equipment, and since I don't have fast travel yet, that would be a huge pain in the ass. I would rather die than get my equipment to be damaged. Okay, we're just running over here to grab this. Smo's armor, Soul of a Proud Knight. Good shit. There's a chest over there. Oh, these little fire guys are pains in the ass. Oh! Good kill, Black Knight. So I wanted to open that chest and get that item over there. That's a problem for a different day. I'm not going to worry about trying to navigate through all that. We're just going to do a few, like, suicide runs here. Just run around and see what equipment we can grab. Oh. Hannah accidentally jumped into the Discord, and I can hear her. And now it's making it really hard to think, if I'm being honest. Ooh, big lower half of a monster. Don't know how I didn't see that last time. I am right. It is such a bad time for her to have accidentally jumped into here. Alright. Zweihander, that's a good starting strength weapon. I'm not going to worry about you. Actually, you're going to move through this really easily. Oh, look at that. That's nearly a vanilla egghead thing. This is going to hurt. Oh, just missed. Just missed. Got stuck on the root. Okay. So here's where Quelaag is. Obviously, the problem here... Oh, my God. These fucking DLC hex wizards that are normally, they're normally like egg things. Let's just see what boss it is. Worst case scenario, we can run around Blighttown, try to find stuff. But let's just see. She also normally walks in here and is like, you know, a topless woman with her hair over her chest. Oh, it's a gargoyle. Okay. I think. Or maybe it's very hard to tell until the thing starts. Yes, Estrella. My cat is tapping me. Please do not step on my keyboard right now. It does kind of have... Like, that stuff in the background makes it look like maybe... Okay, yeah, it is a gargoyle. Why are you poisoned? Okay. That's nice. We're gonna have to really watch the health here. Oh, come on. The health animation is so slow. Okay. Well, now that I'm dead, at the very least, I can pop this open real quick and then leave because I cannot focus with Hannah accidentally in the Discord talking in the background. Oh my god. For those of you who are not aware or watching this at some point in the future, Hannah is my girlfriend who, at a couple of other streams, has hung out in the Discord with us, and it's always a nice little rousing time to have her around. We always enjoy it. However, when she randomly joins and is talking to her family in the background, it is a little bit distracting. Okay. I don't think there's anything up here. Luckily, we just outsped that Balder Knight. I think there's usually like an item back here, but maybe not. There's an NPC that'll spawn in here with a really powerful sword. It's like a cursed blade. Oh my god, this thing's... Okay. So that guy, we don't want to mess with. But there's an NPC who will sometimes spawn in, or will spawn in here normally after you progress through a different quest line, who has like a curse blade and will fight you for your curse blade, but also he has a buddy who has what they call the ninja flip ring, which is just a it's a ring that when you have low... Oh, and we got grave lorded. When it's a ring that when you have low equip load, you do like a ninja flip. It gives you a different animation and it gives you more iframes. So that's like a whole build that people usually do. Okay. Snake guy's been the biggest pain in my ass. And I rolled through my iframes there. That's quite alright. There is something over there, and it looks like it's being guarded by some kind of four-legged animal, which is never good. Come here. Oh, upgrade lizard. Got away. Black flame, useless on this build. Being chased down by this fucking guy. I just like the sound effects on this guy. It's so unsatisfying to fight them. This butterfly's gonna fire a spell at me any second now. That's going to ruin my whole world. Don't do it, 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 don't do it. Yep. Okay, we're at least down to half poison. You know, looking at the world through as positive a lens as I can. Ideally, we would get full health, no poison, and go into this boss fight, and then I could just dodge the attacks. It's the gargoyle, so it's not the hardest boss fight in the world. It just doesn't help because the fucking heal animation is so slow in Dark Souls 1, and you can't move during it. I don't know. Okay, you are just... My cat is sitting halfway on the desk with two paws on me, looking up at me, waiting for me to do something, and I assume that's something... Oh, there's her. There she is. Now she's coming into frame. Hello, sir. How you doing? How you doing, buddy? Oh, soul of a proud knight for that. That's nice. That's fun. Okay, I was kind of hoping I would just be in his kitchen and could duck under that. Okay. Alright, just random fire? Oh, the second one spawned in. Oh, okay. Yeah, because remember the last, when we fought the bell gargoyle, we had, it is funny, they're actually guarding a bell right now. Remember when we fought the bell gargoyle? And they had, it spawned in as level 2 Ornstein. So, that's where that fire came from. I thought that I was just, like, it had weirdly loaded, like, there was, like, a Quelaag spell that was, like, hard-coded in or something. I did not expect the second bell gargoyle to show up. Okay. Do I have any humanity? Because, just because I don't have any poison healing items, it would be super convenient just to boost us up a little bit. And then we can also see if the NPC invader spawns in. Alright, so we're going to reverse hollowing. Which it is annoying that it wastes one of those. And then we're just gonna boost this bonfire. Oh yeah, so you're just gonna you're just gonna show up immediately, aren't you? That's well, hopefully that doesn't kill me. Okay. Well, let's fight this thing again. And then let's real quick here, let's just rest at this bonfire. And let's get up before it shows up again and we have to fight it again. This thing has a crazy aggro range, which makes sense because where it spawns in, it's like at the bottom of a tower and has to run up to fight you at the top of the tower. But I just cannot believe this thing's aggro range. That's easy enough. I probably should be dumping some points into Dex. Ooh, let's see what this is over here, eh? Okay, you poisoned me as I was getting poisoned. This could be something fun. I mainly just want to see if, yeah, Manny or Mildred spawns in, which she does. She's very slow. She hits hard, but she's one of the earlier NPC invaders that you run into. I don't know if there's even an earlier one you can run into. She might be like the first one that you run into, but let's see. So she gave me humanity, which is convenient, and a dragon scale. All right, that's nice. If we could teleport, if we had the Lord Vessel, we could teleport and get that taken care of. But here's what we're gonna do. Let's hit this rest point. This is gonna be a terrible place to level up. So let's kill this thing one more time. Quickly dump some points into levels. Come on. Come on. Quickly dump a few points into levels. I think that there's like a setting where I can turn on like teleport by default or something. And honestly, I probably should have done that just to make it easier on me, but oh well. All right, there we go. We got to 30 strength. That was what I wanted. Now we're going to have to kill this thing one more time because we sat at the bonfire. Where are you at? Or not? There it is. I knew you were coming around. Whoa. That was a huge range on that. Okay, you spit magic at me. Want to get to 30 strength. No, I didn't want to sit at that. Now I'm going to have to kill it again. Come on. Not you. Just her. Whenever she comes around the corner here. Coming around the mountain. Alright, I can just interrupt that attack. So now at 30 strength, we should be kind of cooking on the damage a little bit, especially in this early of the game. We got some really good items, which is going to screw us later. Excuse me, sir. Just going to jump up that hill, get chased by some Baldur's Knights. You can see we got Gravelorded up there. Those red enemies are Gravelord enemies. Don't hit me. Well, it's nice that those enemy types are sticking together at least. That Moonlit Butterfly only shows up as a boss. Oh my god. Only shows up as a boss in one area, which is the Dark Moon Forest. That thing is being a pain in the ass. So we got to kill this thing again. It's going to run in here. We're just going to try to interrupt its attacks now. I just don't want to spend all the time in the world. Luckily, there's no penalty to dying anymore. Also, 12 Estus flasks. For some reason. Didn't roll. Didn't know. Oh, I can backstab these things. You learn something new every day, don't you? Alright, so let's just cut through here. Past the snake guy. And let's hope that we can get to the outside of this Moonlit Butterfly without getting shot by another spell, because that hurt a lot. And then should be able to tear through this guy. They're these gargoyles. Now that I know that the second one's going to spawn in. We did cut off the first one's tail, which netted us a nice soul. Usually that'll give you a weapon that's relatively useless, but looks cool, you know? That's the thing that they stopped doing that was really cool, is like if you killed enemies in certain ways or you did certain things to enemies, that you would get weapons for them. And they got rid of that. And it was awesome when they used to do it, and now it's too bad it's gone. You know what's another build I've never done in this game that I've always wanted to do? They have the like Sword of Sunlight, like the final boss's weapon, but you have to level up a broken sword to +10 and then upgrade it with a boss soul. I've never done it, and it seems like a really cool thing. You know, why am I not wearing a poison resist ring? I think I have one of those. Or am I thinking? I'm also playing Demon Souls, by the way, at the same time that I've been playing this. Oop. Okay. Sorry, I got focused. So, luckily, okay. Ignore what I was about to say. It's irrelevant now. Sometimes the AI on the second gargoyle will be very forgiving and do a bunch of fire attacks. However, what's not so forgiving is the overlapping hitboxes. And that attack, which I've always been bad at dodging for many reasons. Okay. Back-to-back fire attacks, that's fine. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Just got overwhelmed by fire there. Sometimes the second Bell Gargoyle will be really kind and just do a bunch of fire attacks from a distance. Lucky he spawns in with half health. Do I have any useful rings? Boost magic defense. Well, no reason not to, I suppose. Come here. So we could run over to the Ashen Hollow. That should have a bunch of items, but you know what? Let's go up the elevator. See if we can't clear out that area, get some free shit. Excuse me. Okay. You didn't excuse me, and now I'm getting snaked. Alright, you know what? Screw you guys. Screw you guys. You guys are a bunch of jokers. Bunch of doofuses. You want to fight? We'll fight on my terms, which is unfair. Let me see if we can get anything. Alright. Excuse me. Excuse me, large back half of a demon dragon thing. So let's just let's go through here and see if we can clear out, or how quickly we can kind of sort of clear out these enemies up here in this little side passage here, because that should be at least 2 things we can pick up. I think I'm probably going to get attacked here. Excuse me. Backstab. Nice and quick. Any drops for me? No. I also think that I'm on the wrong layer. Ooh, I think that demon might be vanilla. But now I can't remember. It'd be nice. Okay. It's definitely not vanilla, but I think that these demons start to populate in Blighttown. And, this thing should be a lot easier to kill. Rats. Rats, I say. Yeah, I climbed up early. So normally we would go up. Oh, don't do your flurry attack. I have nowhere to go. Okay. Well, you didn't do your flurry attack, and I still didn't dodge it. What was I saying? Who knows? I climbed up too early. Luckily, there's still, like, stuff up here, and someone's firing a crossbow at me. Dragon scale. We got a lot of those. We can really level up this Drake sword. And then I think this thing normally holds, like, a spell, or maybe this is... Oh, Chester's long coat and a magic weapon. Maybe that normally holds... Where are you firing at me with a crossbow? I don't want to stand out in the open just to find out. Like, that feels like a good way to waste some health. Oh, hey. Look, it's one of those guys. That was unexpected. Okay. There's... I see the shadow of the guy shooting at me. Luckily, that guy doesn't seem to be able to climb ladders. The Stone Guardians. Oh, dog. Is this the guy from Sin's Fortress, I wonder? I don't know how many of those repeating crossbow guys they have. Repeating crossbow hollows they have in this game. That guy might normally be outside Sin's Fortress. Egg guy down there. Don't need to worry about that. Those guys are nothing. They have a cool thing, though, where they can infect your head with a parasite, and then eventually you have a head egg of your own. I don't think there's anything else up here. I don't really know why I came up here. I guess mainly to avoid the Stone Guardian. Can I make it over there? Because that would save me some time. And worst case scenario, I just lose a few 1,000 souls. Boom. Look at that. Speed running tactics. Nothing chasing me, right? Let me take a quick swig of my health potion. I think it's going to get real convenient how few heals we're going to have before too long. It was nice for the start that we basically immediately got the +1, but there's an opportunity to already have +2 or +3 by this point, and we are very much not going to. Alright, so we might throw ourselves, like, suicide run this a few times, because if we can kill some stuff up here, it doesn't spawn back in, because they didn't want us to overwhelm you with toxic enemies. Those guys down there don't despawn after a kill, but that's more okay. What a fucking dagger. Jesus. Alright. Alright. This guy, I don't think is gonna despawn after we kill it. Alright. We really need to get over and kill her. The Ulasil Sorcerer Citizen. Oop! Didn't roll that in time. Hit the button a hair too late. Just a hair. I'm also now realizing I once again only have top chat showing instead of live chat. Not that it's going to affect anything. Just a hair too late on that roll there. Let's see if we gained any time, or if that was all just a waste of our effort. We did go pick some stuff up. It just none of it mattered. I would love to get something useful. We are kind of hitting the edge of how long the Drake Sword can be useful for. It's not a super useful weapon. It's a good early game weapon, just because it has pretty easy stats for how strong it is. It has pretty easy stats to wield. Okay, well, the Baldurn Knight seems to be getting pushed out. This guy is going to spawn here. Well, he's not spawn. He's going to aggro there. But now we don't have to worry about him anymore. We're on the elevator, and he's out of the way. But we are kind of reaching the end of how useful the Drake Sword is, especially unleveled. We could just climb back up and go level it up real quick now that we have a bunch of souls and a bunch of dragon scales. And then we could probably rip through Blighttown a little bit. Shouldn't be too bad. I'm not much of a soul level 1 runner or player, so I'm also not very good when I'm upper leveled. We'll give this one more try. I just kind of want to like sprint through here and kill the Ulasil Sorcerer over there. Because if we can kill her, this entire area becomes so much less of a problem. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Made it through that. And then just like in vanilla. Oh, not like in vanilla. Not like in vanilla at all. Excuse me, slime. I have needs of this. Key to the depths. Okay, well, this is going much better. Oh, never mind. It's not going much better. I thought he was going to get stuck, and he didn't get stuck. Excuse me. Excuse me, folks. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, no, that's curtains for Zuzka. You see, I thought that golem had plugged the hole there, and I could run away. But now we have the depths key, so we can go run back up. We can upgrade our Drake Sword, and we can go to the depths. And then we'll circle back to Blighttown after that. Maybe we'll even do Upper Blighttown, see if there's anything good up there. I love putting the key to the depths in Blighttown. That's some sicko shit. I wonder if that still spawns up there if I don't take the master key. Like then I wonder if there's I don't think there's any other way to get the master key. The master key isn't, it's not an in-game item, it's only a starting gift, and the master key opens the door that got us here. So I wonder if there was like a hard lock there, or if that item randomizer only randomizes the depths key behind Blighttown if you take the master key. Maybe there is some kind of key that lets you past Firelink, but I don't remember now. It's been too long since I've played without the master key. Because it's just so useful. I mean, you can also use the fire bombs if you're a speedrunner who wants to speedrun things. It would have been really convenient if I had killed that, but I didn't. That's fine. We got the items we needed from there. We got the depth key and a homeward bone, which are the important thing. I guess that just moved the dropped inventory for the Taurus demon in the lower undead burg over to there. I'm guessing is what happened. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Oh, hey, speak of the devil. Well, speak of the demon, am I right, folks? Am I right, folks? Because he's a demon, you see. A Taurus demon. Now he's dead. That's fun. That's fun, the way that he explodes like that. But now we can go to the depths. The depths are going to be a little bit easier. It's a lot of tightly packed shit, but there's a ton of drops and a ton of different side paths you can go down. And we'll get to kill some channelers, maybe, if they're there. If they spawn vanilla. Excuse me. Don't want anything to do with you. Dog. Okay. That's the hard part. This guy just, stay over there, wall crawly guy. I didn't realize how many of those guys there were in the game. They're just, they're in another half-finished area later on. Izalith. The lost city of Izalith. And I did not realize how many of them were down there, because I only think about interacting with like 1 or 2 of them, and there's been like 30 of them in this playthrough. So we could go over there. I just don't want to deal with the DLC boss that's guarding the path. Or the DLC mini-boss, depending on how you define it. Also, reminding myself out loud, right now, I sent the elevator back up, so the elevator is not going to be at the spot I expect it to be. So if I run off to my death, you guys all heard me warn myself here. Oh, you know what else? There's an item we can grab down here. There's an item check we can do over here. Man, a lot of the phalanx guys from Baby Skeleton. I think this is normally an NPC, this giant skeleton here. Or maybe this rat is. Okay, now this guy. This guy normally has a drop for a transient curse, binoculars, and a kite shield that we're not going to use. And that's fine. That's fine. I also forgot about this. Pendant. The pendant. That's a little wild. Is that like... That's not like the pendant you start with, is it? Like, you can choose the pendant as a starting gift. Is that the pendant you start with? Is the pendant a secret item for anything else? I don't think so, because it's a small doll that gets you into the painted world of Ariamis. That might be the pendant you start with. I didn't know that thing had an icon, because the only way you would know that is if you took it as your starting item, dropped it on the ground, and picked it up, which I've never done. I only took it as my starting item the first time I played the game, because it really tricks you into it. Which means, folks, that somewhere out there is indeed the master key. The master key is indeed sitting around somewhere out there. So that answers the question we were asking earlier. All right. I mean, like, in the off chance that I somehow run off a cliff out here on my way back to the Firelink Shrine bonfire, it makes sense to send that elevator back down, but I don't plan on doing that, so I'll be fine. I probably could also be sprinting more. There's also, if you block as you start up your sprint animation, it starts your sprint animation faster. Fun facts. We don't need to level up anything. We are going to the depths, which the best way to get there would probably be to go up there and run backwards. And we need to go up this way anyways, so I think that makes the most sense. Do you have a different inventory of stuff to sell? Yes, yes, yes. I'm undead. You're going into the depths. Here are your dopey friends. I don't think you say anything. Yeah, you're fine. And then you're gonna be like, don't talk to her. You guys are gonna go to the depths. That guy's evil, by the way. He has a bunch of treasure chests hidden with like evil items, like invasion items, stuff like that. It's irrelevant. It's fine. They're gonna go die in the depths. You can save them, and then the maiden there turns into a firekeeper and a merchant up in this chapel until eventually she dies, unless you kill her bull cut buddy over there. Okay, so let's go level up our Drake sword a couple of times. Hey, you know, you should be permanently dead. Like, I don't know if you know how this works, bucko, but you're not supposed to spawn back in after I kill you once. You're usually an iron, big iron guy, like the ones from Sin's Fortress. And once he dies, he's dead, I think. I can't remember now. Maybe he's not. I feel like there's something in there that once it dies, it's dead. Maybe the Chandler? Do Chandlers respawn? This will probably save me a little bit of time. Oh, am I getting chased down here by something? You? You chased me down here? I didn't expect the skeleton wheel to chase me down here. Okay. Let's see how much it's going to cost to level up my sword. We got 2 dragon scales, I think? Maybe more. It didn't randomize the NPCs, so we could also go get the big-ass dragon sword from the Ashen Hollow. Or the Great Hollow, whatever it's called. Ashen Hollow, I think, because I'm conflating protagonists from these games. Let us repair equipment. We'll repair that. Don't care about that kite shield at all. Let's reinforce. I think I just need more souls. I should be able to do it twice, but we're not going to... we'll just use all the souls. What the fuck do I care? I'll just level up with all the excess souls. Yeah, the pendant. That is crazy. Soul Priscilla, which we probably could just use. What am I going to save it for? It's just worth the free levels it'll bring with it. I think that... Oh, no. It's just the animation. In Elden Ring, you can finally sell the souls for what they're worth. In every other game, it costs you a discount. I don't know why, because they wanted you to watch the animation, I guess. Don't need anything? Oh, I do need something forged. Reinforced weapon. Never reinforce armor in these games. Oh, man, I came up short. Well, we'll just use the Priscilla soul. I don't know what I'm holding on to it for. I'm not going to use a boss weapon. At least not her boss weapon. So let's go down here and let's just use our Solar Priscilla, which is probably going to give us an ungodly amount of souls for this level. Oh, never mind. 12,000. That's fine. Oh, thank God I hit that button by accident. I hit triangle, which made me dual wield, and I thought for a second I was going to just hit this guy and have to go run over to the guy that'll let PCs forgive me. What are we doing? Reinforcing weapon. Drake sword +3. 6,000 might be enough for one level. I doubt it though. That's probably just souls they're going to get left somewhere. If we can level up, we'll start dumping some points into vitality. All right, so 20 vitality, 30 strength. Once I get both of those skills at least to 40, we'll say, we'll really start dumping stuff into faith. Like, the Grant is going to be a late weapon game, so I'm not overly concerned with it. I also think I have, like, a ton of Twinkling Titanite. Yeah, 33. Jesus Christ. Jesus crazy. I have to pee, so we're going to go take a bathroom break here in a second. But first, I just wanted to see. To wield this, we need 50 strength at 30 faith, which means, what's the calculation on that? We would need 38 strength, roughly. 38. It's 150 and 38. 50% of 38 is 19. Yeah. So wait, 35, 30, 36 would be 18 plus 36 would be 54. So I think that we need 35 strength, and we will need the 30 faith to be able to wield that two-hand. This, also 35, and then the Demon's Great Axe we can wield a lot lower, it looks like. But yeah, big bonk weapons are always good. Big bonk weapons are always good, and we'll do hopefully a shitload of damage with that. But for now, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I think, do I have a I have to pee screen for this one? I can't remember. Let's see. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, so for now, we'll just go to the classic standby screen. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's get clicked over to this. All right. Oh, I like how it doesn't even give me the PlayStation prompt, so Mike will never know that we're using a PlayStation controller. Chat, be sure not to tell him that I'm using a PlayStation controller. I can't help but notice that everything's running very smooth without having to stream to Mike. Very smooth. All right, to the depths. So we need to backtrack to the Taurus Demons boss room where we fought Smo. We fought the Desolation of Smo. From there, we need to run into the depths. I think I'm the dumbest. I am the dumbest. We can just go this way. I forgot I opened up the shortcut. Hopefully I'm not about to get poisoned. Or not poisoned, but cursed. God, another one of those things from the Crucible Palace. Not the soccer team. We can also at some point, I think we can just get some good items like right out the gate. But we could always run back to the Undead Asylum. That's usually like a much later game thing. But we're also a little over leveled early on because we keep getting souls. Did I ever run over here and get this item, by the way? Did I ever grab the thing that's over here? I think there's like a twin humanity over here normally. Never did. Dark Orb. Useless. Useless spells. Alright, let us go to the depths. Where we planned on going last time. Alright, yep, this guy. Let's, this will be a good damage test at least. Nice. Dodge attack one hits. I mean, these are like basest of base level enemies, so they're based. Oh, that guy though. That guy unfortunately hit me with the very start of his animation. Can you explode, Skull? Thank you. Don't explode. God, I might have been just outside that radius. Holy. Okay, cool. Thanks, bud. Very fun. Very friendly of you. Pillage body. Large Titanite shard. Useful. Can't hurt. Can't hurt to have upgrade equipment. I wonder if I one-hand this thing, does it do... No, it doesn't. See, that's a good thing to know. I'm not going to run around one-handing this thing because the light attack is just really nice two-handed it. But it's good to know that I won't automatically use up its special dumb guy skill if I one-hand it. I can't remember if this merchant had anything useful. I know you have purging stones. Let's see what else you have. Transient curses, which are actually going to be quite useful. Grab a few of those. Dung pile, green blossom, poison throwing knife, blood red, clumps, titanite shards. Oh my god, those large titanite shards. If we need to level up any base weapons, that's really nice. A bunch of ammo we're never going to use, and a sage robe. Okay. Transient curses are going to be the thing there for if we have to go through an area where we're fighting a bunch of... Okay, well, good reaction time on that. If we're going through an area where we have to fight a bunch of ghosts, those transient curses are going to be super convenient. Outside of that, merchant, not super useful. That's basically the purging stones and transient curses. This guy has a way bigger aggro range than I expected. But that's fine, because he can't fit in here. Can't fit in here, can you, buddy? I hope. Well, he's stuck on the door anyways. So it doesn't make a huge amount of difference. You're stuck up there, right? I don't have to worry about you making it down these stairs. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Famous last words. Usually there's a bunch of torch hollows down here. Well, you're just as bad as a torch hollow. I kind of Indiana Jones to that. That was sick. Black Knight here, also kind of a problem. What's around the corner here? Did I aggro you, Black Knight? Another one of those half dragons. Stone Golem. All right. All right. Not great either direction here. All right, let's see if I can draw the Black Knight up here. That way I can only have to deal with him and then the Stone Golem. Oh, it's a halberd one. I've always wanted to use that halberd for a run. You know what? Tie goes to the runner. Enjoy your afterlife, Black Knight. Let's go. Let's go see if we can kill that Stone Golem. It's a very small space to fight this guy in. And I whiffed. And one of us has longer reach than the other one, let me tell you. Luckily, he hits slow. He hits slow and he hits hard, just like we will be later on in this game if I get my build going. Dark Souls 1 is gotta be the biggest bonk game. Okay, who else do we have down here? Got it. Pyromancer, Necromancer, whatever thing he is. He's a Pyromancer, Necromancer guy. He's one of those. He's one of those classic Pyromancer, Necromancer guys. Then we have one of the Stone Demons. That's fine. Ignore them for now. Crest of Artorias. Well, that's sick. Got a leech up there, normally where a mini-boss hangs out. Humanity, the big dragon guy's going to be a pain in the ass. Another Taurus demon. Sorry, not Taurus demon. What's the other one called? Capra demon. Another Capra demon. It's a Capra demon. You should actually be... Oh. Don't kill me. Oh, there's two of them. There's two of the half-dragon demon body things. Jesus Christ. Okay, is the Capra demon following me at least? I'm trying to take a sip of my drink. Let's hope that Capra demon isn't following me. Unfortunately, these guys very much following me. Ow. Ow. Big ow. Okay. If we can clear out these guys, this room isn't going to be too hard. Oh, there's the Capra demon. Come up here, Capra demon. If you can. That's actually way more inconvenient. Do I have any throwable items? Boy, sure. Oh, there we go. It's firebombs. Wow, you got closer, eh? Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. All right. Good, easy Capra kill. If you can hold off on any and all attacks you might have, I'll just hack your knee to death. Now, we really don't want to die because I don't have to deal with all these giant fucking half dragon things. You can't stomp through here. There's a ceiling. There's rules about these things. What is that? Is that just a weird... Oh, that's just a body. Whoops. Threw a firebomb. Meant to heal. This might be the time. Okay, he tried to do a tail swipe at me. Sir, would you kindly not jump? Do anything besides jump. Jesus Christ. I don't normally fight these things. They're normally way out in the lava in Izalith, and I don't have to fucking think about them. Painting Guardian, a Humanity guy. We got... I think that guy doesn't aggro until you break his table, so hopefully that holds to these NPCs as well. Or, not NPCs, but these other characters. If you could just quickly die here, I'd appreciate that. I think the other thing over here was a Capra Demon, so we already pulled that, we know. Okay, there's a leech up there. We don't have to worry about him yet. There's also 9,000 dogs down here normally. Which seem to, at least in some part, have become hollows. And this one became a Painting Guardian. Man, leveling up that Drake Sword was the move. There's a Pyromancer down there. Here's a Knife hollow. We can kill him relatively easily. Need that Pyromancer to leave me alone. Oh! So you're just gonna... You're not gonna abide by the mini-boss rules, are ya? Anything else chasing me down right this second? What else do we have down there? We got a giant skull, maybe? Or a giant skeleton? Another one of the DLC little grass guys that turn into the regular game grass guys. But most of all, we got a chest here that normally has an upgrade ember in it, and instead now has a DLC dagger and a poison bite ring. Poison bite ring should be convenient. Hey, can you come up here? Is that a no? You're not gonna come up here? I ran out of fire bombs, didn't I? Well, at least you abide. Oh, I don't. All right. Well, you're walking pretty slow, so I'm just gonna speed that process up a little bit. I feel like he won't be able to move. Oh, yeah. Stop it. Did that mean that I have the egg thing in my head? Because that's going to be real inconvenient. Well, that was cool. That's the best I'll ever use that attack in my entire fucking life. Are you stuck? Is your head, like, stuck and so you can't move at all? Because that would just be so convenient if that skeleton was trapped. It sure looks like it is. It's watching me. This leech up here... He won't attack until we go back past him. There's an NPC over here. This is the Pyromancer. The leech fall? Oh, dog. I guess normally that's just going to be a hollow. And you have to break him out for him to aggro. But dogs don't abide by the rules of getting stuck in the barrel hollows. Which raises the question, why are those hollows in barrels normally? Yeah, the cannibal guys aren't here, so you weren't going to get eaten. It was mostly a Capra demon and some big legless demon monster things. Are you gonna? No, you don't sell me anything, do you? You're gonna go back to the Firelink Shrine. Yeah, it's quite all right. All right. So when I run past here, this leech is gonna fall. Well, I wonder if that health is commiserate with the other guy, because if that is, and we would have just one-hit a mini-boss, that would rule. There's one more drop guy over here somewhere. I can't remember where, though. It's been too long. It might be, like, right around this corner somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. I know there's one more drop enemy somewhere. Might not even be in there. Might be in this next room somewhere. So normally, there is a slime that drops from the ceiling in here. It now appears to be something else that I can't even tell what it is. Oh, it's a golden guy. Are you going to drop Scimitar, Sorcery, Fall Control? I was wondering if he was going to drop Princess Ulasil or whatever her name is. Alright, yeah, you come over here. Because there's 1,000 more guys that are going to drop out of the ceiling when I hit a trigger in there. White Titanite chunk. Nice, if I was going to upgrade stuff that path. So normally there's a ton of slimes in here that fall as you run through. Maybe it's the next room. I think it's the next room. All right, does that, so my question is, oh my god, look at that. All right, so we, oop! God, there are so many of those sorcerers. And she's guarding. She's guarding the damn bonfire. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, it does go straight through those enemies. That's inconvenient. Yeah, you come over here. We're going to do this the slow way to ensure Adam doesn't die to any buffoonery or any enemies here. Come on. You know what I need to do? I need to kill those things with fire. And I don't mean that in the internet, like, kill it with fire way. I mean, like, I literally have to kill it with fire. I think I have some repair powder, which would probably be pretty useful right now. There we go. All right. Oh, God, there's still 2 alive. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Was really hoping for the double kill there. That's fine. I'm all out of health flasks, which is not as fine. Can you wander over here, ma'am? Nope. Let me try this. Okay. Need to get closer. Alright. that was so confusing it led to me getting hurt. And I just dodged too late, thereby invalidating all the work I did. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, well. Back the way we came. Oh, wait, why did I stop here? I should have definitely grabbed the Firelink Shrine bonfire. Let's definitely want to get to that first bonfire in the depths. Would love to get a Hovel's Ring at some point too. Dark Group probably isn't a terrible choice also, especially now that we have the Crest of Artorias, which isn't like useful right now because I definitely don't want to fight whatever boss is in there, but it's not like detrimental to go that direction at some point. This area is probably about as difficult as Blighttown, so depths is probably the right call because once we get through that first door and we can just avoid most of the enemies at the cost of killing just the one Ulasil sorcerer. But outside of that, the depths shouldn't be too difficult, although there are a shitload of enemies down there, so who's even to say how hard it's going to be with all the random mobs spawning around. Alright, got that. That second room was just, oh my god, pain in the ass. But we can probably just shortcut past that this time. We don't need to clear everything out to get those chests. Oh, thought I was just going to walk right under him. I got a little too high on my own supply there, if I'm being honest. Alright, did it again. That's fine. Your damage is exceptionally low. And that's what I get for just trying to be too fast. That guy's just a little too swift for me to fully ignore. Skull guy, if you could just detonate. Thank you. It's too bad you don't blow this guy off. That would be even more convenient, but that's fine. We'll just kill him and run past. Only used up one potion in that first, and that was because I was trying to be lazy, which happens. So no major complaints. We're gonna drop bear attack this next guy, go into the depths, see if we can't just get past a few of these enemies without fighting everything. The big old half dragon guys are gonna be the pain in the ass there. But if we can get past them and hit them with a quick quit out, so we're not being followed. Oh. Okay, let me just hide here since I missed my platform. Don't get toxic. Don't get toxic. Don't get toxic. Don't get toxic. Look at that. My chant worked. There's also a route up top that we didn't go that's going to have some more items in it that I totally forgot to go down. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. You know what else I could do? You know what? Never mind. I had a separate plan, but what we're actually gonna do is we're just gonna get in here and hit him with a quick quit out so that I don't get Capra Demon in the back. If we could just get to that next bonfire. And, yep, I was waiting for that. That guy always likes to run in with that attack, man. This guy's just farmable for White Titanite chunks. If I was leveling up something that required that, that would be super convenient. I'll take this. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Just gonna come in here real quick. Stop it, dog. Hate dogs. Dogs are the worst. I hate them. I hate them in real life because of this game. Whew. That was actually probably really close to death. I wouldn't be surprised if I had like a quarter of my health bar after that one. Oh no, I got plenty of health. This is a great place to get summoned for fights. All right. But we need to get vitality and strength up to 30. That is the, yeah. So let's just dump points into vitality. Then we'll worry about endurance and faith coming off of that. So for now, since we don't have to deal with any of the drop enemies from the ceiling, we can just quietly sneak up and kill this one while her buddy patrols over there in the distance. So you can be sneaky. They never see it coming. Oh, she saw it coming. That's fine. Those enemies won't drop down, so we don't have to worry about them. Alright. What replaced the giant rat? Oh my god, it's the gargoyle. It's the Anorlundo living gargoyle. Oh, for a second I thought I was being chased by the Ulasil citizen from up there. Okay. Alright. You guys are just being ridiculous. Oh, it's one of the little lightning bugs. Okay, come on. Come on now, guys. What are we doing? What is this? What are we doing here? Who do you think you are? Alright, why'd you turn invisible? Okay. No grabs. Come in here. Coming down the mountain. Titanite shard. Always nice. Always nice to get some upgrade materials for free. Okay, well, let's see how much damage this does. Not as much as I was hoping. But might be our only choice because he is at a exceptionally inconvenient spot. Okay, and he's only making it more inconvenient. We got through. We got through, and all it took is wasting some... Oh, that's what fired the fireball earlier. I was wondering. These little bugs here are not very dangerous on their own. And there's normally a two-handed axe here. Let's use another repair powder. Not even going to risk it. Because it is a trek to get back to a spot where I can get that repaired for now. One glove. One sewer glove. So this is normally an area that is lousy with those frogs that do curse. Luckily, it doesn't seem like we're going to be dealing with that. Okay! Yeah, whatever's attacking me from behind, you can wait your turn. Oh, it's a Silver Knight! Everything's got to be so unexpected in this randomizer. That's fine. I played PvP in base Dark Souls. I know how to backstab hunt. Base Dark Souls was just you would invade someone that had a sword and a shield. You would both hold up your shields, go press your faces against each other, and twirl around each other till one of you managed to proc a backstab. And then it was over. Everyone just stacked all their critical damage. Everyone had the Hornet Ring. And would just stack... or what's the other one? Giant Dad? Where people would just poise through. If you ever want a trip down Dark Souls meme memory lane, just Google Dark Souls Giant Dad. It was basically a super... Oh, is that a ghost? It sure is. Okay, we gotta be fast. Run over here. Grab stuff that doesn't do anything for me. I think normally there's like a rat or some frogs in here too, so that's probably going to be pretty inconvenient. Because they're like, ooh, chase this enemy, cracked red eye orbs, that's fucking useless. And in here there's normally a channeler that we have to kill because it buffs the boss. There's also usually some giant rats. Okay, so we got a stone guardian who just clipped through the ceiling. Excuse me. As well as a non-boss variant of... I think this guy just discounts, what is it called? Tranquil Walk? Yeah. Which basically is just like you have a max equip load, and when you kill him, it goes away. I don't really interact with those guys a lot in my normal playthroughs. Can I aggro any of you up these stairs? These big mushroom guys, they just punch, but they punch really hard. Come here. Come here, big mushroom man. Look, even his hands are covered in blood. I don't think I ever noticed that element before. Ooh, man, you're tanky as fuck, brother. Throwing hooks. Throwing dim hooks. Not tanky enough. Alright, so this is a pinwheel. We want to kill the pinwheel. There's probably going to be a lot of these we run into because there's a whole section in the base game where you have to run past them. Can't backstab them. I just learned. Fucking Vagrant, man. I never have to interact with these guys because they're basically impossible to find if you're not playing online. I always play offline. They're super annoying. Alright, so the boss hasn't spawned in, so we can't get a peek at what the boss is. That's the boss arena down there. Normally, some stuff pops out of these. And there we go. That's cool how that spawns in. I guess that in the base game, that doesn't actually spawn in until you hit like a trigger there. Okay. If you can stop that. Skeleton. I don't know how the skeletons are going to work either. Because normally the skeletons, you have to kill something holy, or you have to kill their, like... Jesus, that was unexpected. Their necromancer. There's one more thing that's going to spawn in, I think. Maybe not. Legions of Favor. That Vagrant's dead, right? That's not a new Vagrant. Right? Are you dead? You dead, Vagrant? Yeah, normally you only have to deal with these if you play online, but they spawn a ton of them in. Oh, great, another Vagrant. Hey, I was just asking if there was another Vagrant. Thanks for answering my question there, bud. There's an item over there. Is this Vagrant getting closer to me at least? I just kind of want to bum rush it when I have to. So the closer it is, because its range attack has just been doing a ton of damage to me. We're really going to need rings. We're really short on rings. There we go. Got my cat visiting me. Slimy wall. Let's see. Let's see what's around the corner here besides this item and a drop into the pit. And another... Oh, the gargoyle. That's just the standard gargoyle. I mean, it's the Anor Londo gargoyle. It normally guards the elevator in the center of Anor Londo. But we don't have to worry about that because it's just stuck. Hello, cat. She wants me to recline my chair so that she can sit up on my chest. But I'm not going to do it because I'm in the middle of a stream, cat. Spiked shield. Okay. Don't want to deal with that right now. We might have to, though. We might not have a choice. I think we can kind of just hug this wall and get past that. Drop, but it doesn't drop us anywhere bad. It just drops us where there's more stuff. But it's hard to get back out of. You have to kind of fight your way through a bunch of enemies first. I would love if we could just... get practice in, right? Normally this, when you get here, I just... There's like a route you can take behind one of the enemies we killed earlier. Silver coin, another useless item. I mean, we can sell that stuff later, but like you can normally get up on that shelf where that dead body is, which we might go buy later if we want to get that item. And when we get up on that shelf, I would just firebomb the rat to death. But since we don't have to worry about that, I'm not gonna worry about it. All right, so we have a drop vagrant. That's fine. We're not gonna worry about that now. Let's go open this shortcut. Okay. Unexpected stare enemy. Luckily, against most normal enemies. Okay, I guess that's normally a slime because that should have done so much more damage. I guess against what was I saying? Who can remember? Against most normal enemies, I guess I'm just tapping my sword. Poise breaks in 2 hits. Okay, never mind. You're not quite as squishy as I was hoping. Okay, what a way to die! Holy crap! Luckily, we can drop back down there and get my souls. I think I unlocked the shortcut. I can't remember. If there's another door up those stairs, man, I really got screwed there. But I don't think there is. I think we can just run over there from here. But, the poise break's nice. Yes, you're very scary when I'm down the hallway on the other side. Over here, you're not much. So, down this way. Yeah, so we got the staircase open. This is going to shortcut us to the boss room. Let's go peek at the... Oh, you know what? I have 16,000 souls. Let's go level up. Let's go dump that into vitality. Let's not waste 16,000 souls this early on. Eventually, we're basically just me leveling up after boss fights. We're not going to get enough souls from just standard mobs. So we might as well enjoy it while we can. Try to get vitality and strength up to 30. And then get strength to... I think after that, we'll get strength to, like, 36, and then start dumping points into faith, because we really will need that 30 faith to use Grant. We might just find some of the bonk weapons end up doing more damage. I don't know. I'll have to play around with it. Where did that serpent man come from? Here. Okay. All right. I'm not so worried about you. I wonder where the Dark Wraith came from. Alright, buddy. Alright, buddy. There he is. Okay. Oh, thought I was going to get the backstab. Who's firing arrows? Huh? I'm going to try to bait out this vagrant to drop. It's not going to until I am not looking. There we go. Vagrant dropped. Now we got this guy. This is also very informative because I didn't know how many slimes were here until this. So this is Dominal. He sells boss armor normally. Oh, there's an item drop down there. Don't forget to go back and get that. Dominal of Xena. He's got crazy armor you can buy off of him. He'll sell more stuff later. Soul of a Great Hero for 2,000. Soul of a Lost Undead, not worth it. A bunch of Titanite chunks for nothing. He moves to a more convenient spot later, so I'm not worried about a lot of the stuff. And he'll sell more stuff later. Yeah, go to the catacombs. It tells me, he gives you advice, you know? He tells you about stuff. Okay, we do need the key to Blighttown for that. There's a route we can go down over that way. Let's pick up this item, and let's just go check out the boss fight. I think that's the move. Titanite chunk from the Dark Wraith. Because maybe this is something super easy. There's also normally a repeating crossbow over here that I never use. Oh, not over here. It's down the stairs. And normally we have the ability to summon Solaire here, which we're not going to do because, you know, we're not doing NPC summons. We're not here for NPC summons. We're just playing the video game. All right. And is it down 1 level where the crossbow is? Yeah, I guess it's down 1 level. It's been a minute since I played Dark Souls 1. All right, calm down. Calm down. Calm down in the chat. Calm down. Calm down. I also think there's normally an enemy around here somewhere, but I can't remember where that is either. It might be over here? It's like a hollow normally, no? Maybe not. Maybe I'm making stuff up. Black fire bombs. Those are going to be useful, just not right now, probably. Still don't have many rings. Okay, you see, right above me, it appears that there is a pinwheel Oh, maybe that's like way up there. A pinwheel and a standard hollow. So I guess the Stone Guardian was... Let's see. Let's see what the Gaping Dragon's going to be. But I guess the... Oh, it's Seath? Is that Seath? Well, we got a dragon in the Dragon Arena, if that's Seath. It looks like it's going to be Seath. What was I saying? What was I saying about the Stone Guardian? Oh, I guess that replaced the Channeler. Normally there's a Channeler that buffs the boss here that you have to go kill first. But we already killed it, so I don't have to worry about it. Which is very nice and convenient. Alright, Seath the Scaleless. This guy has a tail you can cut off and get the Moonlight Greatsword. He has a crystal attack that's undodgeable. At least I think it is. Okay, I guess this is like his standard boss fight. Got it. Got it. We have to destroy his crystal back here first. If you get him to destroy it, it does damage him, but, you know. Not overly worried about getting that done. Let's see if we can go get his tail off. Oh, yep, saw that coming. Okay. I can't remember if we also have to destroy his crystal every time or not. I assume we do. Ooh, boy. Not doing a lot of damage to you. Not doing much damage at all, are we? As per usual, if you cut off his tail, it does take away an attack or two. The crystals will kill you, so we would like to avoid those as much as humanly possible. You doing your spin attack? What are you doing? No, you're just doing some magic shit over there. Whoops. Whoops, 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 whoops. Went for the tail, and I missed. Went for the tail, and I missed. This is kind of the way you want to fight him, is try to avoid his magic attacks as much as possible. And if he does his little tail twisty attacks, just kind of back up is what I normally do. If I could get anywhere close to him. Jesus. Come on. Come on, Seath. The people at home want to see a boss fight, not a boss turn. Oh, great. Now you got me stuck here, and you're going to do your crystal attack, aren't you? Oh, doing a tail twist. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Seath, I would very much like to cut off your tail, if you would be so kind as to oblige, so that I can get the Moonlight Greatsword, which is probably not going to be the Moonlight Greatsword now that I say that out loud. Ooh, yep, yep. You can see how much that hurts. It also curses you, which I forgot. Excuse me, sir. Okay, that one wasn't too bad. Seath, we're gonna get into an argument here over some of this shit. Maybe it's because I'm using a dragon weapon on him that it's not super effective. Because I do feel like we should be doing more damage than this. Luckily, we've apparently found his one weakness, which is repeated dash strikes. He seems to be ill-prepared to fight against this. I gotta be honest, my heartbeat's going 9,000 miles a minute right now. I don't want to have to do all of this damage again. That's fine. We got him. No Moonlight Greatsword out of it. No Moonlight Greatsword. No tail cut off. Hopefully his tail wasn't incredibly valuable, whatever it was. And we got a composite bow. We killed Seath and got a composite bow. And black iron armor off the corpse in the corner. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, what a use of time. There's a lot of stuff over here that you can't actually do anything with. You can't go up here. You can't go down there. A composite bow. You can't do anything with that either. Yeah, so we can't get into Upper Blighttown still. We did clear this. It just a nothing burger use of time with that. And what I can only assume is going to be a huge pain in the ass to climb our way out of the depths. Not our best use of time. We have more depths to explore though, so we might as well do that while we're here. Let's go use these souls. Let's just go level up. Dump them into something. Dump them into something useful. Jesus Christ, the depths was nothing. No reason to go here. We can go down over that way. We can go down where that water falls too. Both those are viable paths. I just want to go dump these points into Vitality real quick. Then we'll go do a little bit of exploring, Homeward Bone, and call it a day now that we've cleared the depths with a Seath boss battle that was not too difficult. And my cat, who really wants me to just hang out, but little does she know I'm in the middle of a stream. I get a live stream. Alright, level up. It's also usually worth it to... I usually reverse my holo and boost this bonfire to 10 flasks, just because it becomes, like, pretty worth it for the amount of time you spend down here, if you're trying to clear everything out. But we're not going to bother with it this time. Not this time, at least. Maybe next Randomizer, if we decide we're going to do another one. I got to tell you, I can fuck around with a few of these. So everything kind of gets spread out. You know what we should do also at some point before we leave? Hey, I killed your buddy with those dash attacks, so if you could be so kind. Tie goes to the runner. Well, this is inconvenient, isn't it? Okay. Twofer. Caught him in the leg. You drop another Titanite chunk for me. Their drop table's pretty standard. Okay, just one of you. Or you, I suppose. Alright, Silver Knight. Cheap backstab. These guys are a huge pain in the ass, really. These thieves. Oh, hey. What's up, buddy? That's just a standard holo. For some reason, I thought that was a fake door. Obviously, it was not. There's some enemies that pop out over there. I'm just going to double check those doors. Now I'm thinking about fake doors. I wonder if I break this before an enemy jumps out. Like, there's an enemy that jumps out of this one. Or not. Maybe not. Kick. These goo things go. Tiny rats that run around. There's... Oh my god. These fucking sorcerers, man. These fucking sorcerers. They're worse than the basilisks, the frog guys that are normally here that curse you. I didn't realize how many of these guys were even in the base game. Thank you for cackling. Give me the opportunity to run up on you. But at some point we need to climb back to the top of the depths and drop down on the shelf behind where the gargoyle spawned in. Because down there, or there's an item up there, and I want to make sure we don't miss anything vital. We have plenty of good weapons at this point. We have plenty of upgrade materials. Obviously, as you could tell from that boss fight, the fact that we walked away with a fucking composite bow, I think that it has been a very favorable seed to us. I heard someone walking to my right. It's just a bony. Just out of reach. Hey, you want to come over here? You guys want to fight over here? No? Oh, you. That's who I heard walking. I thought I heard one of the bonies walking. Do you, are you going to drop upgrade materials, or are you going to drop nothing because you're just a mob who got replaced? That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Don't want to get... Would love to one-hit you, and I did. Where's the Vagrant? Where's the Vagrant who was stomping around these parts? I still don't love that I don't know where that Vagrant wandered off to. Those guys hurt quite a bit. Oh, I didn't realize you were a leech here. Nor did I realize how much of a versatile attack these leeches had. Hey, look, a vanilla slime. There is a hole here that we can just roll past. Nope, rolled right into it. I got too confident. All right, let's just use this to take care of the slime. God, slimes have so much health. I almost feel like the creator of this game, Miyazaki, grew up playing RPGs where slimes were like just the standard enemy, and got in here and was like, what if slimes hurt more than any, or took more damage than anything else that you're gonna face? All right, Ghost. You know what? I wonder if because those guys I can just kill with standard attacks. Okay, that's we already knew about that guy. I wonder if all the ghost enemies, Soul of Sif, interesting. All the standard, that's boss soul by the way. All the standard enemies in I don't know why I can't remember it. New Londo. All the standard enemies in New Londo are going to be transient curse required. All right, we're almost done. We're almost done clearing out the depths. There's not as much to it as I remember there was, because I played it when I was a kid. Now I've played Elden Ring, where the game just keeps fucking going, brother. God, if we did a randomizer in Elden Ring, I'd be playing that for the rest of the year. Right. I tried to Dark Souls 2 jump. So Dark Souls is a weird thing where you hold B or circle to sprint, and then you let go and press it in rapid succession to jump. So let go, press, that's how you jump. Dark Souls 2 gave you the option where if you're sprinting and you press left stick, you would jump. Not an option in Dark Souls, even the remaster. But look, running, let go's press, jump. Dumb controls. There we go. Red Titanite chunk and a longsword. Red Titanite chunk and a longsword. I think that's everything we need to clear out, to be honest with you. I know... No, I think there's one more section I'm missing, if I'm being honest. I don't know how vital it is to get there. But what we'd need to do to get up there is go back up the waterfall, basically. And now I'm, once again, lost, as happens frequently in the depths. Because it all looks very samey. But I found the way. I found where I was going. There's a mission of control that basically takes place in this area. I don't know what these things are. They're like fat berks, but you can roll through them and they turn into real gross chunks when you do. Like fleshy chunks. It's disgusting. I'm sure we'll find the key to Blighttown way later on. Oh, look. Enemy dropped something over here. Titanite chunk. I think I already got that too. That Titanite chunk. I think I got a bonus Titanite chunk. And now we can save a homeward bone for if we ever need to use it for any reason. Like if we get stuck. Let's see. So we do still need to do a turn on Age of Wonder 4. So we'll get there at some point soon. Yeah, I'm not gonna go that way again. I'm just gonna go back up here. We need to get back up to the top and slide down that shelf, but that is a plan for the next stream, I think. I think for now what we're going to do is we are going to dump another point to vitality. And we'll call it there on Dark Souls. A little bit of a shorter stream, but we do still need to do our turn on Age of Wonders. We obviously got turned back at Blighttown a little bit, but got a ton more levels in our sword, which is going to be hella convenient. And now we can boot up Age of Wonder. Once we get this running here, we'll switch over to this screen with that and that. There we go. So now people know there's no mic. Whoop. Age of Wonder stole my mouse. There we go. Does that look normal? It looks really weird on my OBS. It got like squished. And also I can now see the file size, or the size of the... It's because I have it set to be the 16 by 9. Oh my god, look at that. Look at how dumb that looks. Hold on. Because it's not 16 by 9, I'm just dumb. Okay. There we go. There we go. Let me make sure that looks relatively normal. I did play some of this, so I knew what was going on. Yeah, it looks fine. So that I knew what was going on. So I did play a 50-turn game. I'm in the middle of a like another one, but we're here to play Magnus Mana Drinker. Play our created class here, or created faction. And we got another turn. So
an army can contain up to 6 individual units.
what is this?
You can see a unit.
What is this?
Here.
Spell shield.
A unit and opened the
Okay,
unit.
I don't need the tutorials going on. Thank you though.
Your armies can move a limited distance every turn.
Okay,
The distance they can move
you're
depends on
a
the
spellcaster
terrain
of some kind. You're something. Who knows? Let's see. What are we currently creating? Because I'll tell you, what we definitely need at some point is a scout unit, which is the Mystic Projection. Is that you? Not you. Oh my god. You. What are you? Yeah, Mystic Projection. Alright, we're going to set you to auto-explore. We're going to have you go over here. And you support with our penguin army. This should be fine. I'm gonna auto combat and then we'll go back and watch the combat. Let's see how this goes. Oh, one of my units died. 2 of my units died. That's all right. Let's watch the replay at hyper speed since we're only doing 1 turn. Let's gotta introduce the armies first, and then we can speed it up. Look at that. Look at that. They got the high ground immediately. We blockaded in the middle there. Sent the second unit up on the right side to challenge those little fire creatures. Just buffing everything. It's like 300. We got him into a choke point and just started slaughtering. Don't love that army or that mini army over there abandoned them. But man, that little castle there is nice, isn't it? All right, so yeah, we looks like we got him into a choke point, and even then, we have some soldiers that are incredibly ineffective because they are behind in that choke point. We need I need more ranged units in this army. Got brutal amount of misses here. Yeah, I can see why we lost a unit or 2 off that. Oh man, and the mage unit the enemies they abandoned earlier just snuck up behind him. The AI decided to go take out the front of this army over here instead of dealing with it. Let's see, I can turn those down a little bit more. Oop. Sorry, frame rate. Damn, well, at least we got the warding there from the hero. This should kill him, right? Yeah. There you go. Nice little victory over an infestation mob.
Glorious victory.
And now I will say this. So we have the 1 projectionist. We can annex a province, which is useful. What's our income right now? So we have 30 income from city structure there. We have 21 income on our production, 21 income on our draft. Mana and research, nothing much we can do about that. What's our gold income? 120 per turn. City stability's fine. Let's just take this and turn it into a farm. Let's bring in some more food. Orders required for you. I'm going to take you back to the city so that you guys can all heal for a turn. You're fine. Don't need to know about this. Just want to get rid of the notification. What structures are we building here right now? Vocator's abode, a blacksmith, and a library. What else do we have available? It's been so long since I played. Stone Conjurer. Town Hall 2 would be nice, but we need 1 more population. We can also hurry production and stuff. And we have 3 city capacity, which ain't bad. What's this? Astral Echoes. Only visible to and collected by mystics. Alright, we'll have to go grab that at some point. Another enemy over there. Yeah, that. How big is this map? Not too big. Not too big. Medium-sized map, it looks like. Cool. Alright, I think that is everything. So we will end our turn here. Let the weird, ghostly astral projection go over there.
Your heroes has gained a level.
Alright, hero gained a level.
This grants them a
But we'll
skill
worry about that
point
next
they
time.
can spend
That
on a hero
is...
skill from one of their skill
Okay, I need
trees.
these tutorials to stop talking to me. That's everything. Let's get a quick save here. Stream Team streams Age of Wonder. overwrite that. That's going to be it for us, folks. That is going to be it for today's stream. Appreciate anyone who stopped in and said hi. We'll be back on Sunday with some more speedrun madness, and we'll be back here next week, hopefully with Mike, to do a little bit more Age of Wonder and some more Dark Souls. So thank you, everyone, and have a good night.